See, that now, that wouldn't happen now. That'd probably after Sudanese, I reckon now. That would be the forbidden fruit now.
Yeah, it could be.
Kind of makes me wish I was a Sudanese teenager, man.
That's
That'd be awesome.
very out of context. That sentence is very questionable.
Oh, I told you.
Massive round of applause for Elijah James.
G'day guys, Elijah James here today. I'm with the fabulous comedian Gabriel Rossi, a wonderful Italian comedian around Australia, and he's done a few shows here in Perth. How have they been?
Good, man, yeah. Last night was good at the Majesties. That was a nice crowd.
Very nice, very nice. And so you're promoting a DVD that you've just come out, celebrating 20 years of comedy.
Yeah, correct.
That's fantastic. Tell us about it.
The DVD sort of basically, it's very self-deprecating because I've called it 20 years wasted. And why have I gone down that angle, even though it's a joke? It's because I'm a very honest person, very straight down the line. I wouldn't suggest in any way, shape or form that I've actually made it as a comic after 20 years. Hence, it's wasted.
And you know when people are upset in life, they often say FML. And we all know what that means, right? If you're on Facebook, you must know what FML means. It means like, fuck my life, right? But not when an Italian says it. When an Italian says it, it means feed me lasagna. All right?
Coming up to the Christmas season, what is the best gift you've ever received and the best gift you've ever given?
Damn, that's tough, man. I don't know. I'm really not one for big gifts at Christmas time. You know, I actually like a lot of little gifts. So when I buy stuff for my wife, it's like one year I gave her a box full of all little stuff. Like perfume, a massage voucher, you know. So I like to do that. Well, I've actually got an old arcade game in my office.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's got 60 games on it,
That
and I
is
play
so
it.
good.
I've got it for my 40th birthday, and I'm 45 now. I've been playing it 5 years flat out.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's a great Christmas gift. What is something that gets you absolutely fired up? For me, it's when Australian people go into an Italian restaurant and try to pronounce the things on the menu like gnocchi. It's not gnocchi.
No.
It's gnocchi. You have to use the hands too.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that because my surname has, even though I work under Gabriel Rossi, I have Rossignolo is my full surname.
Yes.
And it's got the GN, and for years I've been copying the Aussies, Rossignolo.
Yeah, they solidify the G.
I try to tell them, I said, do you eat lasagna? You know, and yeah, they seem to know how to say lasagna. So if you ever want to educate Aussies, particularly on the G and N thing, lasagna.
So I overcome this whole insecurity of the Italian nose. I just make jokes about it. Like I say,
Yeah, for sure.
like
Same.
my nose is just like the Greek economy, like it's a long and steep decline.
Yeah, speaking of Greeks, George Kapanaris is on my DVD.
Oh really?
Yeah, he does about 15 minutes with me. We do a duet. So
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, so he appears on the DVD as well. You
Bit
might,
of back and forth.
yeah, kind of. It's a medley of songs that we do, and we both sort of sing bits and pieces together.
What about you? What do you got?
Well, that gives me a good idea. How about a bit of One Direction? Do we have any One Direction fans? If they were Greek, they'd be one eyebrow. They'd be singing, all my life I've been hairy. No Aussie chick is ever gonna shave me, yeah.
So what was it like growing up as an Italian in Australia?
Well, yeah, I grew up in a time where, you know, it was still, yeah, we were still different. I don't feel that anymore. So I feel, I mean, if anyone calls me a wog now, I'm like so bemused by it. It's like, really? Like you still think I'm not one of you guys now? You know? I mean, I played cricket from the age of 7 and Aussie rules. You know, what else do I have to do?
Yeah.
Throughout the 70s, oh yeah. We copped it hard. We did. My dad had to contend with their kids jumping the fence and breaking his plants, and my brother getting called names because he was very dark, like we had dark skin, and yeah, so we're almost like the black people of the day, you know. So I used to get very dark in
Summertime.
Yeah, summertime. I used to go brown, and at one stage I was called the Gaborigine. True story. Gaborigine. I copped that. Even the Aussie chicks used to like us, mate. They used to rebel. They rebelled at their parents and go out with the wog. We loved it. We were the exotic types. You know, we were the ones.
European.
We were the forbidden fruit, man. You know, and the parent, don't go out with those Italians. You know, and then the chicks would be like, okay, mum, and then when their backs were turned, they'd be see. But now that wouldn't happen now. They'd probably go after Sudanese, I reckon. Now that would be the forbidden fruit now.
Yeah, it could be.
Kind of makes me wish I was a Sudanese teenager, man.
That's
That'd be awesome.
very out of context. That sentence is very questionable.
So here's the Aussie version of Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Check it out. Pissing on night and day. Pissing on night and day. He drinks a beer drink. 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 Sings a song that he doesn't know the words to. Sings another song. Then he sings, oh, Jimmy Barnes, Jimmy Barnes, Jimmy Barnes.
See, my dad, he always tells me things like, when I say, Dad, I've got a splinter, he'll be like, a splinter? When I was your age, I had a tree in my leg. I'm like, Dad, that doesn't make sense. He's always trying to compare it, like, I had it tougher. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they say, Dad, can you give me a lift to school? When I was a kid, I had to go to school 40 kilometres away and it was uphill both ways. Yeah, that sort of stuff, yeah. My dad drives a 1990 Ford Laser. Yes. Okay, it gets better than this.
Okay, yeah.
He recently had an accident. And I was quite happy because I figured a broken taillight would make that car written off. Right? So I thought, finally. Because it's got no power steering, no air conditioning. And it's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, the insurance company said, sure enough, it's written off. He decided to pay for the damage himself out of his own pocket. Because I like this car. I know this car. And if I buy a new car, I could get problems. This engine is the good engine. And I'm like, but that money is essentially my money. And I'm telling him to buy a new car. He won't do it. Yeah. The guy wouldn't know himself if he had power steering. He wouldn't know. Like right now, you should see, like, that's how you drive that friggin' thing. And it's a car that's this big and he still has like that. And he's 80 and he's got arthritis in his hand.
Oh, jeez.
So come on, man.
So I read online that you actually MC weddings.
Yes.
What's a comedy MC'd wedding?
For example, many years ago, I MC'd a wedding for two Italians, but the bride's side were American Italians.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And in fact, the father was from New Jersey.
Oh,
All right? And he looked so much like a gangster. This guy wasn't funny. So, of course, with the blessing of the bride, when I announced her parents to come into the room at the start of the night, I got the DJ to play the Sopranos theme.
Oh, wow.
And everyone just lost their shit, and including him. He thought it was hilarious.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to Gabriel for all he's done for us. And if you want to win a copy of Gabriel's DVD, just comment on this video, either on Facebook or on YouTube, and you go in the running and like my page and like his page, and it'll be all good. Thank you.